And what's shaping up to be the most watched primary is the Republican battle for Attorney General. Incumbent Ken Paxton is facing challenges from Land Commissioner George P. Bush, former Supreme Court Justice Eva Guzman, and East Texas Congressman Louis Gohmert. The race has attracted intense interest due to Paxton's legal problems. Those include a 2015 securities fraud indictment and an FBI investigation over claims by former top staffers that he abused his office to help a wealthy donor. Paxton has denied wrongdoing in both cases. And with us now to discuss his bid for Attorney General is George P. Bush. Welcome back to the program. Nice to see you.
Great to be with you.
First off, I know Paxton has the coveted Trump endorsement. He's ahead in a lot of the latest polls despite his legal troubles that were just mentioned. I mean, why do you think that is? How do you think you change that in the midst of the next couple of months before the March 1st primary?
Well, recent polling shows some interesting changes in this race, that his support is softening, that my support is strengthening, and that I'm really at his heels. I attend all the debate forums and grassroots events, and most Texas Republicans haven't encountered their Attorney General. And the reason is because he's facing not only securities fraud charges, 99 years, but an FBI investigation looking at bribery, corruption, and abuse of office. And so the progress is very strong on our side. The endorsements over 40 law enforcement organizations, including the Border Patrol Union, I think speak to the top issue that Texans talk to me about, and that's law and order.
This race is pretty crowded. What is your reaction to Congressman Gohmert's entrance into the race? I mean, how do you think that changes this at all?
Well, to me, it says that somebody who's been in the Congress for over 20 years leaves his safe seat to challenge an incumbent Attorney General. What that says to me is that not only is Ken Paxton damaged with the legal challenges that he's facing, but it shows that Republicans need to hit the reset button. When I talk to Republicans, they know that the Democrats are all in, and that if Ken Paxton is the nominee, that they will win their first statewide office in close to 30 years. And so with the conservative gains that we've had in the Capitol these last several years suddenly are called into question with a Democrat Attorney General.
Well, and that being said, I mean, you all seem to be focused on hammering Paxton for his legal troubles. Why do you think that will resonate with voters? I mean, do you think it will, particularly given the fact that I know that there's more legal troubles now, but last time around he was still reelected with the securities fraud indictment hanging over his head?
Well, this is a fire him, hire me election. You're absolutely right. The three of us are going to talk about his legal challenges wherever we go. Only 1 of 5 Republican voters are tracking the fact that he's facing 3 felony counts in a Houston court and potentially additional damages at the federal level involving bribery and corruption. But I'm going to talk about my track record at the land office, but also my ideas to secure the border, to back the Thin Blue Line, which has been defunded in the state of Texas, confront human trafficking, and restore integrity to the top cop position. So as I'm hitting Ken, I'm also going to be talking about, and by the way, Ken doesn't show up and visit with the media. Yep. He's yet to show up to any debate forums, visit with media outlets such as yours. And so I think that Texas Republicans will see that in the end, that I actually have the best ideas to change this office.
We have invited him on the program. I will lay that out there. We'll continue to invite him on the program. You mentioned border security. You recently wrapped up a tour of the border. Top issue of yours, I mean, what role do you see the Attorney General playing there?
Well, this is where Ken has been sleeping on the job, is backstopping our honorable law enforcement officials, namely our DPS and county sheriffs that are completely overwhelmed. I had a chance to visit every single border county from El Paso to Hidalgo County, Cameron County, and they tell me that there aren't enough attorneys to process these claims. So the governor's initiative to arrest under state criminal trespassing claims has not been addressed because the state AG is not helping our county DAs and local DAs that are trying their best to process these claims. So he talks a good game, but every county DA that I've talked to says they're waiting for a call, waiting for help from their state AG. And this is about crisis. So during the winter storm, Ken Paxton was off in a luxury resort off in Utah while the rest of us were freezing, and yet he refuses to disclose emails, texts, phone calls during that time. I would be an AG that would promote transparency, be open, and respond to crisis. That's what I did in the military. That's what I want to do as the top attorney.
George P. Bush, I know we will have many more issues to discuss over the next couple of months. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Let's do it again.
Okay.